Hello YouTube. In today's video I will be doing a virtual Bible study of Psalm 39. So to start out I will read it. So let me begin. Psalms 39 for the director of music, for Jeduthun, a psalm of David. I said I will watch my ways and keep my tongue from sin. I will put a muzzle on my mouth while in the presence of the wicked. So I remained utterly silent, not even saying anything good, but my anguish increased. My heart grew hot within me. While I meditated, the fire burned. Then I spoke with my tongue. Show me, Lord, my life's end, and the number of my days. Let me know how fleeting my life is. You have made my days a mere handbreadth. The span of my years is as nothing before you. Everyone is but a breath, even those who seem secure. Surely everyone goes around like a mere phantom. In vain they rush about, heaping up wealth without knowing whose it will finally be. But now, Lord, what do I look for? My hope is in you. Save me from all my transgressions. Do not make me like the scorn of fools. I was silent, I would not open my mouth, for you are the one who has done this. Remove my scorns from me. I'm overcome by the blow of your hand. When you rebuke and discipline anyone for their sin, you consume their wealth like a moth. Surely everyone is but a breath. Hear my prayer, Lord. Listen to my cry for help. Do not be deaf for my weeping. I dwell with you as a foreigner, a stranger, all my ancestors were. Look away from me that I may enjoy life again before I depart and am no more. Amen. So now if you would like, take a minute, pause the video, and just meditate over this psalm and try to understand it. So it's 13 verses, and the overall theme of this psalm is it's kind of similar to Job by the end, where he's asking, almost complaining. I mean, he has the right to complain. I'm not taking that away from him. I'm just saying what he's doing is kind of complaining, look away from me, that I may enjoy life again before I depart and am no more. It's kind of like how Job was. He was kind of like, just kill me or whatever. Job was kind of similar. I forget. I can't quote it exactly, but he kind of said some similar things, so it reminded me of that. And at the end, he's praying for help, asking God not to discipline him or rebuke him too badly. And as I said in the last video, how strong a rebuke from the Lord is. How this is probably around the time when David had to decide between the 3 different consequences. It was either like be defeated by his enemies, or 2 options were like be put into the hand of his enemies, be defeated some way, or have the Lord like put him into famine and stuff. And he chose to he'd rather be in the hand of the Lord and let the Lord's hand come down on him. And that's probably why he said, I'm looking through the verse, I'm overcome by the blow of your hand. So that kind of also shows how he'd rather be in the Lord's hand, but he's kind of, I'm not trying to, talk badly on David, but I think he underestimated how strong the hand of the Lord is when he comes down on you to rebuke you or take away the blessings that he's given you, because it's all from him. So I don't think he really understood how strong the Lord coming down on him was going to be. I thought he probably thought he could withstand it, since the blessings are probably so great. How he also says, when you rebuke and discipline anyone for their sin, you consume their wrath like a moth. You consume their wealth like a moth. Surely everyone is but a breath. So, like, that also goes to show how they were in famine. So his wealth was taken. I'm pretty sure it was famine. I'll look it up. Let me look it up real quick. I'll take it 2 seconds. What? Had the land of, oh, okay, that's actually not that bad. Sorry to say that, but it's actually not that bad. He just, he had, so between the 3 punishments, and David chose to have the land of Israel struck with plague for 3 days. Which, 3 days, I don't know, might have been worse than it is, but, yeah, it's not that bad. And then the 3, so this, I don't know, but I'm thinking this is why he was so, sad and stuff. And then he went up to, like, the place where they were gnashing and thrashing the wheat and, like, turned that into, like, a synagogue and gave sacrifices and paid the guy for the land, and that's how they, got the punishment to go away. So, I'm hoping. And then, at the beginning of the psalm, verses 1 through 3, how he had to muzzle his mouth before sinners and remain utterly silent, so he didn't, like, say anything bad. But, his heart grew hot within him, he got angry. And, that's something I can suffer with as well. I think, you're sitting, and, I have no right, and nobody has any right to judge someone or think a certain way when they're sitting among sinners. Sinners, we're all sinners, but, people who you think are being very ungodly in that moment, it's hard to not say something, because you literally think that you're better than them, even though you're not, because, all sins not the same, and some sins are worse than others, but, whatever they're doing in that moment, you can either help them out. I mean, you could help them out and stop them from committing that sin further, but it's hard to not become overly proud, and, God doesn't like the proud, he likes the humble. So, that's just, some verses that, were also, I wanted to highlight how, easily it is to feel the same way as he did right there. But overall, this seems like a, cry for help, because, it says in here, I'm merely like a breath to you, just like how, in Genesis, it says, God, blew breath into, molded Adam with clay and blew breath into his nostrils. So it's kind of like, just how the breath goes in, it comes right out, you go, how short that is, that's not even a second long, so that's pretty much how short life probably are. If we're lucky, we get like 85 to 100 years, that's probably how short that lifetime feels to God and to us in the terms of eternity. So, that's just my little Bible study of Psalm 39. Hope you enjoy it, and have a good rest of your day.